Hi, welcome to Just Common Sense. My name's Brian Harrison. So we are going to talk about part 2 of the spy balloon. That's what we're going to call it, spy balloon. All right, that being said, I want to talk about a few things. I'm seeing it on social media sites out there. People are freaking out over it. There are so many conspiracy theories. I've heard as much as it's carrying chemicals, it's carrying a virus, it's carrying even a nuclear bomb. I've heard all these different things. Guys, I don't believe that. I do believe it's possible it could be mapping out parts of our country. Well, I just got an answer from that. People are going, well, why aren't they just using satellites to map everything out? They're more sophisticated. Well, in some areas, yes. Jerry and I were speaking about this yesterday. Remember, Jerry was in the military. Speak to a lot of military people all the time. So does he. And it just maps things out differently. Now, I'm not saying this happened, but I'm saying it's possible. And with all these things going on and all these theories and everything out there, why wasn't this thing taken out way before it hit the U.S.? First of all, they said yesterday, we didn't see it till it went over Montana. I find that hard to believe. If we have that kind of sophisticated satellites, radar, why didn't we see it ahead of time? Because rumor has they went over Alaska through Canada. We should have known about this right away. Should have been taken out right when it was getting close to Alaska. Why not? So my next question is, there are a lot of people out there who are afraid of what's going on. Why hasn't our president been on TV calming the American people down and explaining what's going on? Why? That is his job to do that. Presidents in the past would have been on TV right away explaining what's going on and what we're doing about it. Yesterday, news reporters happened twice. They asked him, and he turned around and walked away. Today, a news reporter asked him, and all he did was, as he was getting in his car, said, "We're taking care of it." That's it. That's all. He had plenty of opportunities to get in front of the camera yesterday and explain what's going on. Guys, I think you should call the White House on Monday and your congressmen and women and ask, why wasn't this handled up front? So I mentioned today because I've heard things like, well, if we shot it down over land, it could hurt somebody. Well, yeah, it's possible. But that's why I said we should have done it over Montana when we had all that land out there. They pretty much know where it would have landed when they did that. Now, I mentioned today that, well, if it gets off the coast here, then shoot it down as soon as it gets over the water. The White House is now considering that. They should just be saying, yes, we're going to do that. Now, I've also heard, well, if they do that, then China got nothing back. Well, that satellite could have been broadcasting already to China as it was going across our country. That's why they have satellites up there, too, because it could be going up to their satellites and going back to them, and they have that information. I'm just saying anything's possible. That one right there could be a conspiracy theory from some people. But again, my main thing is it should have been taken down before all this even happened. The president should have been on TV talking about it, calming the American people down, and that's what it's really about today. I really want to talk about that. Now, again, are they going to do something about it? It's all over the news. Yeah, they're probably going to take it down when it gets over the ocean here, back over the Atlantic here, but we'll see what happens. But that's pretty much all I have to say on this podcast today. It's a short one today. Again, I think you need to call your congressmen and women, call the White House. Why wasn't this handled? Why wasn't he doing his job and explaining this to the American people? Makes sense. Really does. All right, guys, as always, I want to thank our law enforcement for everything you do. I also want to thank our first responders for everything you do, our truck drivers, our farmers. Guys, also go to my website. Definitely email me. I want to hear your comments on this. Go to just-the-markcommonsense.com. Again, just-the-markcommonsense.com. Scroll to the bottom, subscribe to my website, or subscribe to my YouTube, everything else out there. And, guys, we'll keep going with this. There may be a part 3. But, the other thing, speaking of that, why is there another balloon in another country right now from China? It's a little odd that I find more than one balloon. Now there's 2. I would be asking your congressmen and women and the White House, why is that going on? 2 balloons. That's not a coincidence. All right, guys, have a great day, and I will talk with you soon. And as always, thanks for listening. God bless you. God bless America, and have a great day. Thank you.